Pride comes a fall. Did anyone hear you call? As you drove your Volvo into a canal. Oh, this is it. I love you, but I've nowhere else to go. I'm a depressio. I'm a depressio.
Fantastic logo,
Great
fantastic
logo.
animation, great job. Honestly, you are a wonderful boy.
I didn't do the logo.
You are a
but
wonderful boy.
I'm honestly thinking about cutting that down.
Yeah, just one line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Coronation Street, when they like sometimes don't they have the full intro, and then some days it's just a straight into Steve. Yeah. Just sometimes it's a short one, isn't
I think we could get away with I'm a depressio.
Yeah.
And then we're in.
Yeah.
The people like
People fucking skip it anyway, don't they?
Do you think people skip it?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Like when
Write
you
in the
watch
comments.
Friends,
Write in the comments if you skip it.
Weirdly, when I was young, when I watched Friends, every time the intro came on, even though I've heard it a million times, I was like, I didn't skip it. I was like, so no one told me that. I was like, yes, dude.
My wife is a serial skipper.
Of what, intros?
Intros, yeah.
Once I've heard it, it
not
depends on the
skipping
intro.
with a skipping rope or anything like that. She hates intro music. If you leave the Friends intro music on, she legit is like, turn it off. Get it off straight away.
It depends on the intro. I mean, Game of Thrones is just iconic, so I just listen to that.
Yeah, and everything in slow motion. Intros used to be longer than they are now.
Shows used to be a lot different
Yeah.
from what they are now.
Well, people have more of an attention span, didn't they?
Well,
things 1.5 seconds now. Cut.
Are we just
fast,
old?
Fast.
Or do we just not have any good sitcoms anymore? Like, try and think of one that out the box, like that was just as successful as Friends.
Oh no way. Well, like in a modern day time.
Like, if we was to ask kids, like now, do you watch it? They'll be like, I
But
don't know.
I
I like to think they'll be like, no.
I think there's still sitcoms. I don't think there's been a giant sitcom.
It's all
ever,
fucking
like, since
Skibidi
Friends.
Toilet now. Do you know what Skibidi Toilet is?
I do know what Skibidi Toilet is.
How do you know that?
Because people talk about it, don't they? Like children talk about it. Isn't Skibidi Toilet also like killing kids?
How so?
Well, isn't
Carry
it
on.
like Slender Man? Skibidi Toilet's a bit like Slender Man, isn't it?
I don't know.
It comes from them in the night and that, doesn't it?
I just know Skibidi Toilet from the meme, and then just kids just
Skibidi
keep
Toilet.
fucking just repeating it over and over again. And I only know the animation of Skibidi Toilet because I watched it, absolutely blazed out my mind one night. I was like, what is that?
There's a bar in Sheffield that does a shot called a Skibidi Rizz-Bomb.
Oh my god!
Like you could not be
Jesus.
like there. I feel like they had a marketing meeting and went, right, Gen Z, we want them.
Skibidi Rizz-Bomb.
Skibidi Rizz. It's good though, isn't it?
Name of the title.
Skibidi Rizz.
Yeah, that's just didn't know that. Skibidi Rizz-Bomb
Skibidi Rizz-Bomb
is the name of this fucking title podcast. That's clickbait in a nutshell.
Apologies to all Gen Zers that are here for Skibidi Rizz-Bombs. There's going to be no Skibidi.
Wait a minute.
Too much Rizz, if anything.
This isn't a Skibidi Rizz-Bomb.
Yeah.
Right
They probably wouldn't say it like that, though, would they?
No.
They'd be like, hold the pipe.
Like, too noisy. They'll just walk.
Hold this pipe. These guys have got main character energy. Skibidi Rizz-Bombs.
Hello, fellow
Skibidi Rizz-Bombs.
Gen Zers.
Oh, jeez, I can't.
We're old, man. We're officially.
I think that Gen Z have probably got the most creative use of slang language.
To be fair, man, have you heard this? You've just triggered something in my brain. Have you heard of Hagmaxxing?
No.
It's the latest trend.
Right.
And I believe Gen Zers, write in or comment down below if one of you is literally. Is it Gen Zers? What's before Gen Zers? So the bracket Gen Zers is
we're
what?
before.
I always forget.
Gen Z are, I think it's like 99 or something like that to 2012-ish. And then we're millennials. That's like mid-80s to...
But no. Go backwards. So you got millennials, which are the old. Gen Z.
Oh.
Then the young.
Oh, well, younger than Gen Z.
Yeah, what's younger than Gen Z?
Generation Alpha, which my son is part of.
Oh shit, never mind then. Don't matter. So we're on about Gen Zers, right? It's
Yeah.
the latest thing, Hagmaxxing.
Right.
Right? Any woman,
Maxing out my hag.
you as a young lad, you know what it's all about now. You know, men are, you know, we're not seen as the dominating force anymore in the Western civilization. We're seen as more as like in touch with our feminine side. We talk about our feelings a lot more. You know, we're not the working man anymore.
No, we're not coming and training.
So
a lot
a lot of Gen Zers, young Gen Zers, are now looking for older women to look and take care of them.
Right.
Just to be the breadwinner, bring the money in, and it's called Hagmaxxing because they're known as hags if you're above the age of 31. I believe.
No, I'm married to a hag.
I'm married to a hag.
Yeah.
I told that to Leanne. She went, great.
Couple of hags.
Great. I'm a hag now, am I, to
Yeah.
Gen Zers? And it's called Hagmaxxing.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's coming up because I heard this on a podcast. I was like, wait a minute. And I delved in like one night. I started to research and I was like, wait a minute. Any woman above the age, I mean, I'm considered, what is hag, isn't it? Female old woman, I guess.
You're a bit of
and
a
they
hag.
call it Hagmaxxing, which is insane. I'm like, what is going on? Now,
I like the term
theory-
max out your aura.
So there's two things going on here. And
Yeah.
which do you believe is true?
You tell me.
No, you have to tell me.
Oh, you
what
tell me the
believe
two
is true.
things then, and then I'll tell you which one I think's true.
It's either,
Yeah.
it's a psyop, right? Do you know what a psyop means? It's like pushed
Like
by a
SIOP.
certain, it's pushed by a certain agenda, like by a certain group
Ooh,
of people.
what? Like it's a conspiracy?
There's two
A psyop?
There's two main conspiracies. The reason why Hagmaxxing is a thing, it's either because younger Gen Z males don't want to work anymore, or
Right. Or
older
women.
women
Yeah.
are looking for an excuse. Because flip that around,
Yeah.
Peter, you're done. It's over.
Hag max.
But since it's kids,
Yeah.
since it's male kids, it's
Well,
not really.
are they kids or are they like above the age of 18?
It's like
It's just they basically
16
they can't
upwards.
they've got sick of the term sugar mummy or whatever, and they've gone, oh, hag max.
It's now Hagmaxxing.
Because like max out your aura with the hags.
Which do you think it is? Do you think it's more, you know, older women pushing this agenda or younger Gen Z males just not wanting to work?
I think they're doing exactly the same thing that we used to do when we went MILF hunting, and you'd go to a crappy nightclub.
Wait. We
and
did
you're-
that. We
and
did
you're-
this.
Oh yeah, we did that. We went bo.
Gen Z is watching this. If they're like, oh my God.
Yeah, but do you know what? My son, when he watches their podcast in 10 years, he'll
Yep.
be like, fucking hell, you max out your aura, you fucking melts.
What's it going to be, dude,
Yeah.
when he's like.
That's the one I'm looking forward to.
He comes to you and goes,
okay.
Dad, you're such a fucking.
Yeah. But I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna let him have that. Do you know what I mean? I'll be made up when he comes in with his Gen Alpha equivalents
I don't know.
of insults.
You might get older, just start doing this.
Me?
You might start doing this for the audio listeners. I just press the bridge of my nose and squint at my eyes. When it's like, Dad,
Please-
I'm
please-
going to hag max, Dad. I think for the rest of my life, in my future, I'm just going to hag max, like max out my hags. You'll be like, what is going on?
I think I would find that quite funny, to be fair, if he said that to me.
So like dabbing now is like completely gone.
Oh yeah, good.
That's
Thank
just-
God for that.
Well, it's no
That
worse
was-
than that. That's kind of cringe as well.
Dabbing for me was a low point in humanity. I think culture's really taken a nosedive really after a certain point.
But we're of that age that we're gonna say that.
I listened to a garage remix of the Space Jam theme today, and I thought culture's really just
That
in,
sounds
the, in,
fire,
the, in the bin at the minute. Like everything the lowest hanging fruit you could possibly
The
find.
bargain bin.
The bar is
Go
so
to Blockbuster.
low
Remember
right
bargain
now.
bin, and
Yeah.
you just you're fishing
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Take out, insert popular culture into this absolute mincer over here, and just stir it through with the meat and the shit, and just
Is it
make a
not more of-
horrible little sausage of culture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
and
culture sausage.
and plop it onto the internet
yeah.
like a stinking shit.
Well, the
And
internet really
maybe-
turned everything around. Really, that's when we started to get brain rot real bad.
Yeah, but the internet's great as well
Double-edged sword.
as we.
That's
are.
we'll be able to do this, wouldn't we?
Hey, we're here on the internet.
Live on the internet,
Where things are great.
We just segue now because I am really conscious
Yeah.
about this McRib getting cold.
Oh,
Now,
happy McRib Day, mate.
Happy McRib Day!
Yeah, happy McRib Day.
So
well,
you messaged me on the way to the podcast. Said, "Hey, dude, the McRib is out." I totally forgot.
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
daisies. And
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
ate a thing anyway. But you have a
Yeah.
McRib, and for the
I've
audio
ordered a
listeners,
McRib.
I suggest you switch now because he's currently taking his top off.
Well,
Switch to the YouTube. Subscribe as well. Leave a thumbs up.
I think
while
there's
you're at
only
it.
one way to eat a McRib, and that is topless, right?
So it's the launch of the McRib this week. I'm going to describe what he's doing. He's put it down. He's getting his top off. And he wants to enjoy this topless right now. I don't know. He said topless McRib ? And I was like, what? Okay, guess so.
Yeah.
I'm quite full, so I'm not going to partake. And plus, I don't
Alright.
feel like eating a cold rib right now. Yeah, I got you, bro. Don't worry.
Well, I've never had a McRib before,
Yeah.
so this is my first ever.
Oh
It
my
is
God, it
stone
looks-
cold.
Because stone cold.
McRib. Oh, quite good.
Really? Is it cold? Is it dead cold?
Dead cold. Yeah.
It fucking stinks. Ugh. That's wild.
It's like a cold meat sandwich.
Oh, genuinely, that stinks. That's rank, man. Oh. Okay. I mean,
That's really
I'll
good.
probably eat one warm, mate, but that's freaking me out.
No, it's really good.
Are you being serious?
No, I'm quite hungry. No, it's good, that.
Genuinely, compare that to, like, I don't know, because I'm guessing you're either going to go for a Big Mac or a McRib.
A hot McRib.
A hot McRib. So if that was hot, what are you
I would
comparing
say-
it to a Big Mac? Like what?
I'd say, guys, honestly, this tastes like a corned beef sandwich.
Oh my God.
This
It's
is
making me feel sick and I don't know why.
This
like,
is delicious. I'm not going to lie. I'm really happy to be back with the McRib. Not that I ever had one before.
I really hope a Gen Z is just watching this.
Mm.
This is your future, just to let you know.
Mm.
One day you're going to be old, topless,
Fat.
trying to get a podcast going, eating a fucking cold McRib
Yeah.
with a baby. You're on 4 hours, 3 hours sleep. You're
Listen,
delirious.
It comes for all of us.
It comes. Hey, age comes for all of us. And it'll come at you quick and fast.
Yeah. Hard and fast, mate.
You let them know.
I remember when I was 21.
Like, yeah, glint in your eye,
Yeah. Cum in my balls.
full of fucking semen, and you're just scranning that, ain't you? Just taking it down. So, like, if that was warm, are you ordering that again? Be genuine. I don't want
Yeah.
no fucking. Are you being serious?
This is delicious.
Really? Like,
Oh,
really?
yeah.
You're not like hamming it over the podcast?
No. It's even better topless. Not going to lie. Yep.
Well, now you.
Do you ever have those days where you get a takeaway to your house? But it's like
all the time.
but
Carry on.
but it's like one of them days where you're not really going to get out of bed. Do you ever have a day where you're just in bed all day? Hangover, maybe.
Generally, no. Like, I will lay on the sofa. I don't
Okay.
stay in my
Right,
bed.
sofa
I'm being
day.
really technical.
Sofa day.
I do
Cool.
have a sofa day. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Definitely, 100%.
Order a takeaway to your house, and then
yeah.
the takeaway turns up. The driver comes, and you've like, oh, fucking put some clothes on for him.
Yeah.
It's hot, middle of summer, maybe. Do you ever have a day where you just sort of sit in your pants and just eat a takeaway, just on your sofa, and you just think to yourself, I'm fucking disgusting. But it doesn't matter.
I don't need my top off to say
It
that.
doesn't. But it doesn't matter because you're like, it's not all the time. It's just right now. I'm disgusting.
The thing is,
So I feel like
I'm
that-
discussing quite a lot. So.
This feels quite liberating, really, because I feel like this is me at my worst. Like, I feel like I'm being disgusting, but like in front of people, and that in is a power. That is, I'm maxing my aura right now.
You're Hagmaxxing.
Yeah, I'm
right
Hagmaxxing my,
now.
my aura.
What can we call this when you're maxing like your
Maxing, rib maxing.
rib? People listening right now are like, oh my God, this is proper like sensual. We should do ASMR. You know ASMR shit? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to eat this McRib.
And not only is it McRib,
McRib ASMR.
this is a McRib. Cold.
Cold McRib.
Cold McRib ASMR.
ASMR. Go on, just fucking get right. Oh my God, dude. That is wild. Oh, yeah. That is wild, isn't it?
Do you want
As you drive, I hope someone's listening to this and you're driving
to...
and you just,
Mm-hmm.
he puts the rib into his mouth.
Mm.
Oh my,
How many XL bullies do you think went into this rib?
at least.
Well,
To be fair, you get a lot of McRib out of an XL bully.
let me just say one thing. Conspiracy.
Okay. Here we go. Conspiracy corner.
The McRib went away. It was
Did we ever have the McRib?
It was taken from us. I think we did. But the McRib was taken away. It was taken from us. And now suddenly, after the slaughter of, thousands of innocent, may I add, XL bullies, suddenly the McRib's back on the menu. Coincidence, McDonald's?
Figure that out.
I don't think so. I think McDonald's will come in with a pen and a paper or a bit of a contract to all these crematoriums where they've got their fucking XL bullies. Whoa. Don't burn that dog yet.
Whoa. Perfectly good dog, that.
Perfectly good dog, that. Another good podcast name. Perfectly good dog, that. We'll fucking take it.
Do you know what? Well,
mince it up. Serve it cold.
Do you know what? I was looking at Bracknell when we had Bracknell on. By the way, for the podcast listeners who were like, "Who the hell is this man?" Steve, and all the listeners that were like, "Oh, fucking hell, Steve Bracknell."
And shout out to anybody watching because of that episode. This probably isn't what you thought you were going to get.
Oh yeah, but we might have Bracknell fans now. Like, hang on, I subscribe to this channel. Well, this is it. This is the Depressed CEOs podcast.
This is what you get.
This is what you get. Take it all in. Breathe it in.
Topless McRib.
And to people, Steve Bracknell was just, he's assistant manager of Royal Oak FC, and we just thought we'd have him on.
Really.
Inspirational man. Honestly, spoke true of the game as well.
Yeah, his passion just really, I don't know, it fired me up.
I mean, I lost the love for football, but it might be coming home.
Yeah. I think
I love football when it's England, but now I might get Sunday League teams. I might start collecting Sunday League T-shirts. That'll be sick.
Do you know what was sad for me the other day? I was in Tesco last week. I'm often in Tesco, in my stories. But I was in Tesco last week, and I used to collect Premier League stickers. Do you remember them? But they don't do stickers anymore. They're like a playing trading card game. Like Pokemon cards.
The only ones I know of is when like the Euros comes out or the World Cup comes out, and I see them because when I was working for, in a normal job, we had me and my work friends would all get together and be like, right, we're all collecting this year's Euro.
Grown men. Grown men collecting stickers.
Grown men. And do you know how deep it went? We'd be trading each other, and we get to a point where, we are looking for kind of really weird pulls.
No, I don't want Germany's number 6, Steve. I've already got it.
Exactly.
8 times in swaps.
Yeah. And
I'm looking very well. I'm looking for the Russia shiny.
Yeah, the shinies in there. And do you know how deep it got?
No.
We were on Reddit with a swap, and we were like...
Reddit swaps.
So people will post what they have and what they need, and then you'll message them and go, I've got this, I need that. And then they'll give you the address, and you'd write in. Wow. So much so, funny story about this has just come up in my head.
Yeah.
One of those times I thought it would be funny to find this man on Reddit. I went on his username, found his profile, found his Facebook profile, found who it actually was.
Jesus Christ, that's some
got my girlfriend at the time, who I worked with. She was like, wouldn't it be funny if we drew a picture of him and posted it with the stickers? So imagine you're just...
Dude, that's
insane? Is that insane?
That's a bit creepy, yeah. If I received a photo through the post of my profile photo with a load of football stickers...
it's poorly drawn.
Poorly drawn photo.
Terribly drawn.
Could it have been from his Reddit profile, or did he not have that?
No, I went on Reddit profile. If I remember rightly, I saw he had his name and set like D something. I'd be D Vaughan or whatever. So I Googled it, and it kind of, I don't know how we put it together. We matched it because because he posted pictures. Because on Reddit, you see what you post. And I think he posted on another subreddit, which led us down like a road of where he lived. We went deep just to pull this weird...
Are you quite good at internet sleuthing?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I live on the internet. So
I need your help then. Because I'm trying to track a man down. But anyway, back to that in a second. Your story is insane. That would freak me out.
So you imagine you're on Reddit, right? And you're just innocently just waiting for some...
Yeah.
You've organised a swap.
What's my Reddit name?
I think we put... I've got a picture of it somewhere. I swear. I got my old iPhone files. I'll have to find it because it's on my old PC. And imagine you're just there and you're just on Reddit and you want I just want to trade some stickers or whatever. Then through the post you get your stickers as well as a poorly drawn photo of you
Yeah.
What's-
Did
what's
you write
happening?
anything on the photo? Was
I
it just
want
the
to
photo?
say we did, but I can't remember.
If
I
it
think we
said-
said
001X.
it would have been something along those lines.
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend at the time was howling laughing. And then I think when we sent it, like a week later, we started to settle in how weird that might
Wait,
have
did
been.
he not get your address in exchange in order to send you
It was
stickers
to
back?
oh shit! Nearly said the fucking name. It was to the company that I worked with at the time, so it's not my address.
Oh, right. Okay, so you had your work address.
yeah.
Even more dangerous. Pipe bomb.
Oh shit!
What else could he have sent in? Anthrax.
But
You
we
don't- you don't know
we
who
didn't
you
hear
fuck-
anything from him.
You
We
don't
didn't
know
see
who
a
you're
Reddit
fucking
post
with.
or anything.
Was he in English?
To be fair, right now,
Scottish?
I don't
Irish?
know. It was definitely English. It was
Welsh?
definitely in the UK. Definitely in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
is
mean,
that a
all
bit
those
crazy?
places are in the UK, but yeah, okay. No, it's creepy. It's a bit creepy.
I found it hilarious. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, it's funny as well. Like, for me, it's funny. But if you said if I received that, what would I think? And
If
I'd be
I
like,
received it,
what the fuck?
I wouldn't tell Leanne.
Yeah.
Leanne.
To
would
your
be
home
moved.
address.
Leanne would be moved. She'll like, we're moving.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gone.
it.
It's over. It's
Too
over.
many people have your home address.
Yeah,
mate.
she'll be like, we're done. You fucked us.
Do you know everybody has your home address as well, though, because of Amazon or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they can
There's
find
us
us all.
just giving it out on boat parties and that. David Vaughan, yeah. Give us a line of that gack. I'll give you David Vaughan's address. No worries.
Well, the currency now is information, isn't it?
Yeah.
Deep state.
Yeah.
What was you going to say?
I want this guy on the podcast. This is the guy who won the National Lottery in 2002, won £10 million
I threw it all away.
and spent it all on coke, hookers, turning a mansion grounds into a banger racing track. He used to have banger racing in his back garden. He'd buy cars like 500 quid and just rag them around this racetrack in his back
Do me a
garden.
favour.
Yeah.
So his name is, for the audio listeners,
His name is
Mikey
Mikey Carroll.
Carroll.
He's also known as Michael Carroll, Mickey Carroll. Yeah, like lots of different names.
Can you do me a favour? Just open up the book at a random page and
Yep.
then just read us an excerpt from Mikey.
Yeah, no problem. Hold on.
Yeah, we need to get. If anybody can get hold of Mikey Carroll, we can't. We won't feed you in biscuits, but and money, but we can feed you in gack because we know you like it.
Yeah.
Clearly a joke. Carry on.
Okay, hold on. I don't just want to put a random page on. Here we go. This is a good one. Right. Right, hold on. Where am I? Jesus Christ. I need to find like the start of the thing, otherwise it's not going to make any sense.
Yeah. No,
Right,
no.
okay. Then she asked me if I had any coke with me. I was a bit surprised.
Whoa, stop.
Okay.
Stop. Pause.
Okay.
Brilliant. Just need to process that. So yeah, go back again.
Yeah,
Read
no
it
problem.
again.
Then-
Sorry.
Then she asked me if I had any coke with me. I was a bit surprised, but I told her I had. Give me a line and I will make you come all over my face, you little fuck, she said. If you've ever seen a picture of Mikey Carroll, you'll know that he is not a little fuck. So we had a line each and some more champagne before she put some ice cubes in her mouth and fulfilled her promise. Boy, did I come.
Oh,
We left
Poet.
we left separately, and she told me to call her another time, but never after 10 a.m.
so specific.
I was up there on cloud 9. I just couldn't believe this was happening to me. She told me that she knew who I was when she spotted me in the garage. Apparently, she had developed a fantasy about me because she felt her husband was neglecting her. His loss was my gain, I thought at first. She was just after money, but she paid for the room and the champagne.
Well, joke's on her then.
She never asked me for anything. She called me 2 days later and asked if I knew of any nice, pretty girls who would fancy a threesome. She said that after our wild afternoon, her imagination was running wild, and she fancied sex with a woman who must be young and pretty, blonde if possible. She also made the strangest request I've ever heard from a woman. She asked me to bring £100,000 in cash. It had to be 50k in £50 notes and 50k in £20 notes. I was a little wary at first and asked her if she wanted a loan or something. She just said, no, Mikey, we're going to lay it all on the bed and the floor, and then you're going to lay me and the girl on the money.
Jesus.
Should I keep going?
No.
Okay, right, that's it.
I think because we know Yeah,
Lots more.
I think
lots
we
more.
should just keep every now and again when we need a bit of content. We should go to Mickey.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to get him on the podcast. I did manage to find that he has a Twitter account, which he last used, I think, when this book was released in 2016.
Just to publish it.
Just to publish it. And it had like a handful of tweets on it, a couple of retweets of Tommy Robinson. And
Do you think he's done pods before? Like,
I
we
don't think so.
Googled it?
No, I don't think so. But I would love to get him on.
Please. That's a great
He delivers
guest.
coal now in Scotland. He's a coalman.
There's alarms going off outside. What the fuck is that?
Oh, is it just is it the nuclear bunker warning?
Jesus.
Oh,
you can't
yeah.
hear that right now.
Well, I think it's a test at the.
Okay.
I think it's a test at the football ground,
Jesus. I thought it was fucking.
which
That's
we're
it.
which we're near.
Well, that's
Bramwell-
it. Well, we're free. We're being conscripted.
Bramwell Lane. Yeah, that's it. Russia.
You can. Bramwell Lane, Russia. Let's go. It's the presidential election soon, mate.
Yeah. Well, what horse are you backing in that race?
Trump.
Yeah.
2024. Trump.
Trump 24.
Genuinely hope he wins.
Because
Only because he's not cut from the same cloth, and that's it. Something different.
he's not cut from the same cloth
Yeah.
as what?
Camilla Harris.
What cloth do you think she's cut from?
Well, she brought up, isn't she? In the fucking
She's brought up what, like in
privilege.
She's been raised with love and care. She's brought up with privilege,
Yeah.
and Trump hasn't been brought up with privilege.
No, he's from a different ilk.
Trump's not been
No, he has,
a
but-
multi-billionaire because of scamming the state of New York since 1970.
Look, he's a businessman,
Yeah,
not a politician, okay?
Yeah. His dad was a builder.
Just to mix it up, mate, because I think it'll be more of the same with Camilla.
Yeah, and we didn't have.
More of the
We-
same.
You know, we've not tried Trump before, so we wouldn't know what we would get.
I think it was interesting.
Yeah, you could say that.
Just sit back and watch it happen. Just like, all right, there we go. I know I'll be voting for 2024 if I was
You just want the internet. The internet's bored you, hasn't it, for a bit? And you just want the internet to be fun again.
It was fun.
Make the internet fun again.
It was fun when it was about, like, come on.
Reminiscing the heydays, the rose-tinted glasses.
I remember. Do you
the
know where you
tweets,
was?
the tweets.
Do you know where you was when he was, like, announced president?
Yeah, I remember absolutely
remember
where
as
I
well.
was.
You go.
I just DJ'd a club night. I got home. It was 5 o'clock in the morning or something here this time. Like it was early in the morning, wasn't it? When he was announced the winner. And I went, right, cool. And I walked to my nearest McDonald's, not even joking, got a McBreakfast, and then sat there in my living room wearing a replica novelty Make America Great Again hat, which you've worn on this podcast, and ate my McDonald's breakfast and went, Donald Trump is the president of the USA. And so, you know, America. Where were you?
I was doing 6 till 2 shifts. So 6 in the morning till 2. There'll be rotating shifts at work. So I'll either do 6-2 or do 2-10. I hated doing the 6-2s because I already had an hour drive ahead of me, an hour and a half on a bad day.
Yeah.
So I was
at
up
5.
at, like, setting off at 5. My eyes. It was always good in the morning because you skipped all the traffic. So
Yeah.
I was there in about an hour. The place. I was so tired. I had like a podcast on. I wouldn't even listen to anything. So I didn't hear any news on the radio. As I pulled into my office, dead on 6 because I'm never 10 minutes early. Dead on 6 as I pull in the office. I glance, and we have like in our main office window we have like a TV.
Yeah.
And it's like Donald Trump, president of 20. When was it? 2020.
2016.
2016.
It was 2016. mate.
Fucking hell. That's
Yeah, it was
that's,
8 years
that's
ago.
crazy. And I saw that, and I was just audibly just laughed. I was like, "Are you kidding?"
Yeah.
Genuinely thought like, "There's no way we're
Yeah.
letting this man in." And
Well, it was that and Brexit in the same year, wasn't it?
yeah,
That was-
and I
it was
just
wild.
I just laughed, and I walked in laughing, and there was about, I would say at that early time, there's about 15 of us in the office,
Yeah.
and they all just like nodded at me and goes, "You're laughing at Trump being president?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "This is insane."
I think that was the.
And I sat down just like giggling, just like, what is happening? And I remember that's probably like the surreal. I was like, okay, things are just crazy. Like we live in crazy days.
Yeah, I think that was the time. I think 2016 was kind of the time when.
2016.
I think that was kind of the time when the internet went bad. Like when you started to see like the darker shit on the internet.
Well,
Of
Twitter
darker
now
shit
is
from the
even
internet.
worse. Now Musk has got like hold of it than it was.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not. What I'm saying by that is that it's open.
Yeah.
So when people because people fucking rag on Musk and whatever, it is what it is. Like whatever. Like
Yeah.
oh, he's an idiot. This, that, and the other. Like oh, I don't really care. Don't know the man. But like he
You don't know
opened
him?
No.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
I wish I did.
I thought you did.
The thing is, with any of these people, I'd have to sit down and have a pint with them. Do you know what I mean? I'd have a pint with Musk. I'd have a pint with fucking
I don't
Donald
think
Trump.
Musk
Even
could have
Camilla
I don't think Musk could have a
Camilla
pint.
Harris looks fucking hella fun.
It should be a good pint.
She'd be a great. You see her dancing and stuff in the stories about the fucking Gluck Gluck 9000, but we don't talk about that.
Well, there's a story about the Gluck Gluck 9000.
Apparently, she used to Gluck Gluck 9000. Maybe. Anyway,
Who-
she'd be a great laugh.
Who said that?
I don't know. It's just.
I'm
floating
interested
around.
now.
Well, we
No,
could Google it.
I want. Who do you reckon sucks a dick better, Donald Trump or Camilla Harris?
Camilla, for sure.
Yeah. But then Donald.
Say what you want about Donald. I don't suck dick. It's not what I do. Suck
I-
the best dick.
But I think he might go that way. Because if it's a competition, what about if it was to. This
It's
is
his
how,
generation. He's
This
not
is how
gonna-
you have to gain the presidency.
Or would he suck a cock for it? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe he would.
I'm going to put my shirt on. I'm a little bit cold.
Oh, yeah? Okay, fair
Yeah, my
play.
nipples are sticking out.
Yeah, well, the thing is about Twitter is that it's just wide open now. And I thought to myself, oh, at least it's open. Like, because it was massively left, it was massively one-sided. Like, you couldn't say anything. But now it's wide open. I thought to myself, oh, that's better for everything. That's better for humanity. And now I go onto it and I'm like, dear God, maybe some barriers need to be like put up, because you can't just keep. I've mentioned this verbatim on this podcast, but you can't just scroll and have tits on one like post and then
Tits
death
and
on
death.
the other.
Yeah.
I'm like, there needs to be some
hold on.
regulation here.
Okay. What? You said it was really left before.
It felt really left.
As in, like, people were like, I'm offended by you saying that.
and barriers up like galore, and it just became.
Well, as in, like, people.
And Twitter before that was very light-hearted, jovial, fun.
Yeah.
You just put about your day, and it was kind of nice.
Yeah,
it was
that,
kind of like
that was a nice space.
that
When
was
the
a
internet-
nice
yeah.
time when the internet was more like that.
Yeah.
And then it went like Twitter, at least, went fucking left, and then you couldn't say anything, and everything went proper, like just liberal. And then now it feels like the gates are open, and I feel like no, okay. I thought it'd be a good thing, but I'm like, maybe we need some restriction on this.
You're quite liberal, though, really, aren't you? A bit of a softie. A bit of a soft
If you
liberal.
had to put me in, we've done it, haven't we?
Oh, yeah. Love it. No, I love it.
To be fair, I'll just get.
Put a little dinger in there. So, yeah.
Just ignore it. Fucking thing. I hate that thing.
Right,
man.
yeah. The ding dong.
If you had to put me in a box, which I fucking hate doing,
Yeah.
center left.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
I
Well,
hate hate that though, because I don't like being put in like a fucking
Yeah.
because it flows. I don't know what my ideas are going to be when I get older. I have no idea.
But you don't have to say, like, I'm centre left forever. You could just say I'm centre left right now.
But the problem is I hate labels, because everything should, for me, just be flowing. It should just be like, what makes the most fucking
man.
sense?
Flow, man.
I am a bit of a modern day hippie,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, hippies are notoriously left wing.
It depends what version of hippie, right? Like, notoriously, yes, they are left.
I don't know how many
Notoriously left, you're
right wing
right.
hippies are there.
There was an actual term.
Charles Manson.
Jesus.
Was he?
Why
a
was
right-
he right wing?
Well, he was a bit of a strange one, wasn't he? Wasn't he like a? He was kind of like an authoritarian, right? Didn't he have
And
a?
then,
he
you
had
know
a-
the
he had a
conspiracy about
cult.
Manson as well?
What's that?
He
His
was
kiss.
part of the,
Good kisser.
what is that fucking project? The acid, where they dropped acid on people and they fucking changed their brains and...
Oh, what when they all drank the Kool-Aid?
No, man, there was a project that the fucking government
Oh, I
did
know what you're talking about. The
in the 60s. or
yes,
the
I know what you're
80s or
talking.
something.
Fuck, what's it called?
I'm going to fucking shoot myself.
Producer, Google it. Oh, we haven't.
Oh, wait.
I haven't got one anymore.
What was it called, man?
Hold on, let me.
That's going
Google
to
it.
piss me off. And I bet there's people right now listening to this screaming.
It'll be Benji Sharp.
I've been meaning it. I can't get that song out there, by the way, which we're going to perform later. But anyway.
I can't even type. Project where they gave people acid.
I mean, just say it into the phone.
I don't do that. I don't do
It's
that
fine,
yet.
by the way. This is a podcast. This is what happens on
Project
podcasts
where they gave
sometimes.
people acid and
It will
ruined,
come up,
and
dude.
ruined their brains.
Just put that in. It'll come up with something, dude. I bet people like
Go. Project MK Ultra.
MK Ultra. That was it. Put in Manson and MK Ultra after it.
Manson MK Ultra.
That apparently, if I've got this right and it's in my brain somewhere, he was part of the conspiracy. He was part of MK Ultra, and that's what sent him a bit doolally.
Chaos. Charles Manson, the CIA, and the secret history of the 60s.
There we go.
Yeah, the CIA, mate. Yeah, fucking hell. The Manson murders may have something to do with the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good likelihood that Manson is a project of MK Ultra. Oh, yeah.
I need to proper look at it because that's one thing I've always been like, "Ooh, that sounds interesting." I
Yeah.
never looked into it.
Maybe we could do a documentary on it.
Did you know about that?
I know about MK Ultra.
Do you not know the ties that there could have possibly been?
I didn't know about Manson being possibly a result of an MK Ultra thing. I watched an interesting interview with a woman who was part of MK Ultra, like was tested on and stuff.
That's wild. That and
Yeah.
governments do that. I find it.
I think she had like no emotions and stuff like. But then would that be nice?
I do think about that sometimes.
Yeah, just
When I talk
Just
to my,
do
you know
so
when
much acid.
when I
you
realise
have nothing left.
you don't even need to do acid. Well, all you need to do is talk to my dad. That's when I
Or you
realise.
just sit there and talk to your dad for 10 minutes. I'm like,
I look at
there's
him.
no emotion.
Honestly, I'm trying to talk to my dad more. He's older, so I'm always thinking about like he's around the corner. He's gonna fucking go.
Yeah.
So like in his later years, he showed some affection. When the thing is with my dad, and if he's watching this, sorry, Dad, because do you know what? They turn it on. I looked at just a sidebar.
Yeah.
I went there like last week and I looked at the history, and they've been looking at the podcast. Now you know when you see like the red bar, how much you've watched.
Yeah.
It's only ever like really small.
Oh yeah.
And I say, oh, nice one.
You won't be
Like-
this far in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, don't. I said to Mum and Dad, I was like, do you
don't
even
get it.
watch? And he's like, oh, we just turn it off because you talk about looking arse and tits or whatever, and and I'm like, okay, whatever. So
that's it. If we start every podcast with a bit of arse and tit,
they just off.
then you know your mum and dad are
That's
gone.
not
then
the
now we
demographic.
can talk about them.
It's really weird because they want to support me in my creative endeavors, but when they watch, I feel like they're like, oh, God damn it. Do you remember when we did all those skits and we showed them on TikTok and they
Yes.
literally had no idea?
Yes.
Whereas doing sniff skits, it was like, my mum's like very polite, like, oh yeah, that's funny, isn't it, David? Yeah. But they're like, really? They're like, what the fuck? My son's a retard.
Oh yeah.
Hard R. Should I bleep that?
Nah, just leave it. Leave it in.
Okay. And anyway,
You know, we're not on left wing Twitter now, mate. Get that one on Twitter. They'll love that over there.
so yeah,
Like meat to a pack of fucking feral bullies. That.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Have
Sorry.
that.
So anyway,
back to
your mum and dad.
Yeah, if you want to just like get a sense of what it's like to be a bit free, constrained of like, you know, I just talked to my dad and I'm like, Dad, like, do you ever like, we never really talk properly, Dad. Like, we always talk about general shit, but never like, I don't know what my dad did when me and my brother talk about this. I don't know what he did when he was younger. I have no idea about my dad. And just before, like, I try and get talking to him or whatever, and I think, well, there's just awkward like times in the car where we're just together, especially later on in life and a bit more inquisitive, and I have all these thoughts. And I said to Dad, I said, do you know what? Like, I sit in the car sometimes, Dad, and I sit down and I try to talk to you about stuff, but like, I always, like the silence, it really gets like, oh, it's a bit awkward. Like, it's my dad. I don't even know what to say to my dad in terms of like general chit chat.
Yeah.
And I told him that, and his response was like, really? I'm like, yeah, Dad, I go, do you not think about that stuff? Like, you feel it in the air, like it's a bit awkward. He goes, never. Not once. Just like
so this whole time you've been like, fucking hell, this is awkward. And your dad's like, ha ha ha. I love Metallica and pussy.
Yeah. Pussy.
I once bent Susanna over that kitchen table.
Yeah, that's where I was conceived.
Yeah.
Genuinely a story that my mum and dad told me. Anyway.
Sorry, you were conceived by your mum being bent over the kitchen table?
On a kitchen table. That's all I know. That's all I want to know. So, anyway.
Oh, my God.
My mum would fucking flip. Knowing that I said that on the podcast, she'd be like, David! Stop, no! I'm fine with it now.
On the kitchen table that we now eat at. when we go to your mum and dad's
no,
house?
God, no. I think it was an old.
An
this
old
is,
ti- an
this
old
is what I
table.
mean.
This is
Like, I don't even know.
1986,
I want to know how my mum and dad fucked. It's what I want to get to know. You know, Just-
Mum, when
Mum.
I was conceived, did you come? That's the question you want to know, isn't it? That's the answer.
I mean,
do you know
what?
actually, none of this you want to talk about. Your eyes are closed.
The thing is, my initial reaction is clearly just like fucking
disgust.
stop. But also,
Yeah.
also I don't want you to carry on talking about it, so I will lean into it. But like he doesn't like
that's funny,
my dad does not. He genuinely, I've come to the conclusion, genuinely he doesn't really think too deeply about anything.
That's a nice way to be, isn't it?
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. So
But
like to
what,
get
do you think your dad's a product of MK Ultra?
fuck. Jesus, he said like maybe.
Is this why you don't know anything about his life? Because there's a bit of a mystery.
He didn't
mate.
want us to know.
Yeah.
Like,
was
me,
all-
me and mum, I can talk deep with mum. My mum will have a good deep conversation. Don't make a deep joke. Do not make a deep joke. Do not.
Hi, Lindsay.
Fair play. Hi, Lindsay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Lindsay, Dave's sister. For
wait,
all
is it
and
actually a birthday?
for any new listeners.
Is it actually a birthday?
No, it was the other day. wasn't it?
Fucking hell. Yeah, it was.
It's already been and gone.
But my mum we could talk quite deep about. And when me and mum, I have had deep conversations with my mum around my dad, right? And do you know what dad starts doing? He just will start like, because I can see him squirming, just like, he's either bored or he don't want to. He goes, oh, cat's outside. He'll just point like something simple.
Yeah.
Oh, you see that? Cat out. And me and mum are having like this nice deep conversation of like, oh, what
Some
do you
people
think
just don't want to have a deep
They
conversation.
don't. You're right.
There's times when I'm like, I just don't want to do this. Like, I've had that recently in the last few days, and I don't know. I've had a lot.
Somebody as people come up to you and start having deep with your life.
I've just got like I had a friend the other day, and he was real pissed, and
they're
actually,
the worst though. Piss deep conversations are a bit
but
odd.
it was just the same conversation. Like 18 to 20 times the same conversation, and I'm like, this doesn't mean anything because you literally can't remember that you've said this to me before.
Does some weird shit come out as well? Does some weird shit come out?
Yeah, I get like not weird shit, but I was just like, I think that like basically I'm having a bit of a rough time in my personal life at the moment, which I'm not going to really talk about deeply, but we've already covered it on this podcast, and they were just repeatedly coming up to me going, hey, I know that you're going through some stuff at the minute. But that like 18 times, and I was like, do you know, like when people are going through some stuff, sometimes if they're in a social situation, they don't need to be reminded of that like constantly. They sometimes just don't want to.
They just want to forget it.
Exactly. So like, so he was like, oh, you know, but it's good to talk about it. It's good to talk about it and get it out. And I was like, it is good to talk about it to somebody
when
that
you're
can
ready.
There's somebody that can remember, and also like right now, all that you're doing is coming up to me and reminding me every 10 minutes or so that things are a bit shit, and that's not that fun.
I had that in my personal life.
God love him.
I had that in my personal life with somebody, and I remember them saying to me once, because I'm quite a deep talker. I used to be, when I was younger, I used to be like, let's talk about it all the time. Now I'm older. One, I don't want to, and I've learned to just, I've gone the other way, weirdly.
Yeah.
Where I kind of like, meh, whatever.
I have to be in the mood, I think, for a deep chat.
And two, now I pick my moments a lot better. Now
That's
I'm like,
nice.
It's like you can just, I get a vibe when normally it'll just happen, especially with a person that doesn't talk about their feelings a lot or not. There'll be an offhanded comment, and it's always just like, yeah, fucking, you know,
so I thought
parents don't love me or something. You're like, whoa, that come out of nowhere. Okay, hey.
Whoa, you're right.
And then you just scoot around. You don't ever directly attack.
Yeah.
You don't say, talk about that right now. You just go, oh, continue.
You're right, mate.
And you just listen. Yeah, you're right, mate. Yes. And then now I know my opportunities a lot more. Now I've grown older, but I used to be very much like, because I think that's quite selfishly, I wanted to talk about feelings a lot, so therefore I'd push it on other people.
Oh, sounds like you need to talk about your feelings there, mate.
Nah, I'm all right now.
Open that old can of worms.
Nah, I'm all right, mate. No, I've gone the opposite way. It's weird. Like, I just wait for I do love a good deep chat, though. I
we've done
love a good deep chat. Oh, I've got some work stuff.
Fucking work. Your phone's pinging off, mate.
It's not. I'm just
do you not have moon mode on?
Oh no, I'm not gonna read that.
I just what is it?
Just
Criticism.
somebody requested new revisions, so
Oh yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
we'll
Just-
wait for that. I don't
that's
want
nice
that
to
ruining
see,
my.
isn't it? Just,
I don't want. I won't read it. I just knew it's happening.
What does a revision mean?
Like an amend, revision, change.
Yeah, a change. Yeah.
So he wants a change to a video, but we'll.
Mm.
I haven't looked at what the change is, but changes are coming.
Does it just fill you with?
Oh, mad anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can't. Leanne's like, you just put your phone away.
Yeah.
Like when we're out, and I'm like, I need to respond to this message.
Five has really got people under the screw, hasn't it? Because you just have to respond so quick, or your rating goes down.
A lot of people in the videography
really
community
greased you up.
A lot of people in the videography community don't like Fiverr.
Yeah,
I was
stepping
reading
away
on
from
Reddit.
it.
They're like, don't sign up to that. But I'm like,
But how else do I get my work?
I will not talk. You know,
We're not talking bad about Fiverr, are we? Not on the podcast. You know, it's great. It's useful. Hey,
sponsor of this podcast.
talk about
20%. They only take 20%. So good.
A fantastic platform.
20%.
20%.
All in dollars, by the way.
A reasonable amount.
All in dollars, by the way. And
Yeah.
for us UK people, the dollar to the pound,
Shite.
not great.
Shite.
Not great in the minute. So I'm out here just grafting away.
Couldn't possibly change it to pounds just for this country.
No.
They would make more money. They would make more money. Because
Yeah,
they
why
would
don't
take
they?
20% of a higher fee. What the fuck are you doing, Fiverr? Anyway.
Sponsor of the podcast.
Thank you,
Fiverr.
Thank you, Fiverr, for sponsoring this podcast.
I would take a Fiverr sponsor. In
I'm
a
working.
heartbeat.
I'm working so hard to get the wank eggs
Excuse me.
to sponsor this podcast.
Wank.
Have you
eggs.
seen Tenga eggs? Have I talked about this in the podcast before? I might have done.
Don't ask my brain, mate. You probably have, and I've gone daisies.
I think it's a Japanese company. They're little eggs, silicon eggs, right? And they're filled with lube, and you like put them over your cock, and you wank yourself off with this like sleeve thing, and then you throw it away. But they've got social media presence,
I need to.
but not a great social media presence. But I'm like, I keep messaging them saying, "Hey, sponsor our podcast."
Are they called wanker?
No, they're called Tenga eggs. Tenga.
Oh, mate,
Tenga eggs.
I literally typed in wank eggs and it came up.
Wank yourself off with an egg. Tenga. Yeah. So they're
Oh my god.
Is it a video? Is it a video of somebody using one?
No, there's just proceeds go to charities. Like got pride all over
Oh
it.
yeah. They've got pride eggs. You can wank yourself off and be proud.
Well, it's just the design. Like,
Yeah,
how do I feel about like any of these designs? Like, there's a silver and like,
Oh,
they're
maybe
not sexy in any way.
there's different ridges and stuff. I bet they've got.
Oh, the
wait,
air,
wait.
dude, the AirTech,
Wait until you get them on the end of your fucking pecker, mate.
the AirTech regular, dude. What am I doing? Why don't I just do this?
We're looking at Tengas, I think.
I'm literally recording my screen so I can put it on.
Okay.
So here we go. We've got the AirTech regular, dude.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Buy this bundle and save. So it comes with Tenga lotion regular. So you get
Oh,
the
you want some
AirTech
lotion.
and the lotion, all for the low price of £19 for the AirTech. Are these throwable, by the way? They just
I feel like honestly they are kind of like one use and then out.
discover the sensation
Well, they're
of
supposed to be.
aerostimulation.
Mate, male
That's a mouthful.
sex toys have come a long way in the last 10 years. I'm not going to lie.
Making masturbation better with stylish functional masturbators. Tenga has improved upon their famous cup style with their new
yeah.
AirTech reusable vacuum cup.
Or reusable.
Now with removable
talking.
sleeve for cleaning.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Oh my god, what is that diagram? The fuck is that?
That's the inside of it. They're the shapes and the shapes and the ridges that they
Where are
put
you
in
putting
there
your
for
penis? Where are you putting your?
That's the middle of it. That's the hole.
Oh, then it expands out.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a
s-
rigid.
No, it's like silicon, mate. It's like soft.
Dude, we have to get one of these.
Yeah. Do you want one of that?
No,
Yes.
I mean no.
You got a little chub there.
How to use the AirTech? Oh my god.
We're not going to use it on the podcast though, right? Only
no.
on the Patreon. If you want to sign up, Dave will Tenga egg.
Do you know what we
himself.
should do? We we should both get anal beads that are controlled by like an app, and we both each put
Why?
them in our ass and
On
do a
the-
podcast,
on the
and every now and
podcast?
again I go, oh, and I'll shock you, and you get an anal bead.
Ah!
You're like, oh
You're determined to make me come on this podcast, aren't you?
no,
You're determined to.
I'm not
You're as bad as
gay,
you,
dude.
You're as bad as your sister.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. We've written a country music song.
Well, it was mostly you. I did produce.
You did produce. You directed.
Director and producer.
director
you're
and
the
producer.
you're the star here, as it normally goes with our projects.
Just a writer. Just a writer.
Yeah,
The
I can't wait
facilitator.
for him to fuck me years
the
later.
vessel. The vessel.
There's gonna be like a breakup story. There's gonna be a documentary
Mate,
where I'm saying
Derek-
I'm owed lots of money. You're gonna be like off your fucking face,
Yeah.
like writing history about hookers and cocaine.
Well, mate, Derek Wibley, mate, some 41. He's been bummed by his manager, hasn't he, as well?
He went thin, didn't he?
Well, he had a problem, didn't he? Drinking problem, was it?
Ah, he did.
Drinking and drugs,
Yeah.
and now he's had a bumming problem.
Jesus, really?
Drink and drugs, but maybe that drinking drugs is because he got bummed by his manager. I think that's probably a.
Demonetized.
Oh, is it? Because I said the word bummed.
Yeah.
Censor it. I think actually it might not be that. It might be he might have just got like his hand held or something against his will. But he wrote about it in his book, and then the guy that did it has said, "No, I didn't." And then Derek Wibley went on Instagram
he
and went, "Oh, so it's come to this. I'll see you in court."
Dun 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 dun.
But,
dugga, dugga.
Listen, there's no slight at Derek Wibley or the situation, because I believe him.
Well,
and you should. And it's the guy who did it, apparently notorious for doing this sort of stuff. So we've got to be careful with these country music songs that we don't end up in.
well, to be fair,
any
mate, country is all
weird
the rage
manager
with-
situations.
With your favourite artist, Post Malone, coming out with a country album.
Yeah, he is my favourite artist of all time, actually. It's true.
Should
True
we perform? So, what's the song called? Do we know?
I can't.
Do we not have a?
It doesn't.
We'll come up with the title afterwards.
It doesn't really have like a full name.
Right, go. Ready to go when you are, mate.
Okay, I'm just trying to think if it's got a title now. We'll just call it Change. It's just called.
That's actually sick.
It's just called Change.
It's called Change.
Okay. This is a song about change. We need change.
We all need change our lives.
We can't just stay the same.
Never the same.
Yeah. Lying here in the dark, gathering dust with a rusty, broken heart, ready for a change I cannot make. The station stays the same, and my soul just fucking aches. I'm thinking about the last time a warm hand grasped me. You lift me up and your fingers danced on my ley lines. I've never been so happy. I guess maybe this is our last chance. Then you walked in with a pack of double A's, or was it triple A's? I've been waiting here for days. You're my lifeline. My rubber buttons ache. Only so much more can take. My remote control heart. My walkie-talkie, parky, snotty, naughty, fat remote control heart. You're my walkie-talkie, parky, snotty, naughty, fat remote control heart. Thank you. That is a song about a remote control that needed new batteries.
So stupid.
But
a banger.
that's just country music, isn't
But
it?
a
It's
banger.
fucking easy. It's that easy to
We
write.
wrote that in
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Done.
It's just generalized statements about
What's that
things.
Post Malone one? What's he say?
I need some
I had
help.
some help. Not need.
No, he needs help.
I had some
No, he
help.
needs help.
I like Post Malone stuff. Generally.
Well, I like him now. He's a country star. Big country music fan.
I really wanted to push your buttons on this, and I don't want to push your buttons.
No, go on. No, go on.
I don't want to push
Come
your
on.
buttons.
Come on. No, come on.
I'm very
Come on,
terrible.
then.
Right, whenever I talk to you about music,
Come on,
you
I'm
get
grieving. I'm grieving. Come on, push him.
Jesus Christ.
Push him. See where we go. See where we go. I'm up to here. Sorry,
Okay,
mate.
I don't
Sorry, mate.
know
No,
if I should.
no, let's have a conversation. I'm all right.
You got that fiery ginger in there, haven't you?
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm all right.
I had a song stuck in my head, and it wouldn't go away, and it was KSI's terrible new song.
Oh, I don't think I've heard that one.
It's horrible.
Okay.
And what's the
I
part?
sold so much prime. I am really rich.
It's the fucking to the rain, to the sting, to the pen, to the king. When I'm on, is always drama when I ring. And it's so.
It sounds like he should play it
And
on a lute.
And I had that in
So
my
it-
head, and I said to my friend James, other James, I said, please, can you give me something to listen to get it out of my head? And he was like, hey, why don't you listen to this artist? And I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I do like this artist. And I had it in my head like, Jim fucking. And I started listening to the song, and genuinely one of his songs make my hairs on the back of my neck stand up. My head. Fucking, this song is so good.
Right.
But you're like, I don't.
Wait,
at
hold
least
on.
you didn't. And I want to reveal at the end as the big reveal.
What? Who the artist is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you look very tentative right now. You're like, who is it?
What? Do you want me to guess who it is?
No.
Okay.
I will just tell you. It is Frank Ocean.
Oh, so I had a conversation with you, and we're gonna say Softy, wasn't it?
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
I think I said in that conversation that Blonde by Frank Ocean is not the most amazing album in the world.
It's not the most amazing.
That
No.
people think it is, but it was hyped at the time.
It's so good.
At the
though.
time of release, it was hyped up to be like this amazing, like groundbreaking album that did all this stuff. And maybe I just don't. I'll admit from my side, maybe I just don't understand it. Maybe I
I'm
just
so
don't understand
scared
it
right now, dude.
because I read a little bit more about the story of that one, because didn't he release an album before that?
I don't know anything.
So he was
about
in like
stories.
I think he was in like a 3-album deal or something with the record label, and he really hated the record label.
Ah.
And then he released an album to
That was-
like fulfill
was
the deal,
turd.
and that was kind of turd. And then
It
he
was
released,
this, yeah.
and then he released Blonde, and everyone was like, "Whoa, my god, Blonde is amazing."
Well, this is the problem, right?
but I think it's just,
It wasn't him that probably claimed. I can't see.
It's
him
all the
saying-
hipsters. It's all the hipsters.
That's where you're. That's
This
where you're.
is- this is my
where you're-
thing.
This is where like you're kind of annoyed at the hipsters.
my
You're like,
anger's directed.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Calm down. I don't think even Frank Ocean would be like, "This is going to be the best album ever." Like I think he
Exactly,
just.
because that's how he talks. Yeah.
What? Yeah, well, okay, yeah.
That sounded a bit like DMX.
I tried to think. What's DMX sound like? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but one of the songs. Fucking hell, what is it? When it fucking
I need to listen.
crescendos
I need
into,
to
like-
listen again.
And I was just like, Jesus, this is a masterpiece. But then I showed someone else it, right? And then there was like, why? I was like, hang on, why has he got this chipmunk voice? And I was like, you fucker, shut up. I was like, shut up, dude.
Yeah. Well,
It's that song that goes, and they're talking last night, and it's got that guitar riff. Even take it to the, I'll be your boyfriend in your wet dreams tonight. But is he talking
yeah, I
about
don't know.
a boy? Because he's gay, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't Frank Ocean gay? Because everybody didn't
Yeah,
think he was.
At least bi. I'm not sure.
He's bi. He could be
Because
bi,
Tyler,
right?
the creator, is as well.
But then
right?
it's in the middle of that song where it's
They
like,
might-
take a
might kiss.
place for me. Then it fucking crescendos into the, oh, and it's like a fucking,
the House of an XL Bully.
it is the house of an XL's bully. It is. But genuinely,
I need
that
to listen
fucking
again.
song-
I need to listen again and try to push all the like.
I wish we could play it, mate, but we can't because
the-
YouTube's going to fucking demonetize us.
There's a thing. So I'm gonna say this as well. I think Charlie XCX Brat is going through the same thing right now. It's a good album that's just being overhyped because there's literally nothing else that's good about it at the minute. Like there's nothing else that's quite as good about at the minute.
Do you want me to be honest
But
about the Frank Ocean one?
all of that just drives me insane because I just hear all that noise and I don't just find the album. Maybe it's because I didn't find the album on my own. I don't know. Sorry, what were you going to say about the Frank Ocean one? Just touched your leg.
Honestly, I think I really like 3 to 4 songs. I think the rest of the album is okay.
That's it. So, what's a good album ratio wise? Like how many?
You mean good all the way through?
No, I mean like for you to be like that's a good album. How many songs on
a
it? Do you,
ratio, I see
how
what
many
you're saying.
songs out? So say 10
Let's
songs.
call it a percentage. Let's
say
call it
10
percentage.
songs, nice and easy. How many of those songs have to be like great songs for you to go? This album is amazing.
Do you want me to tell you my thought process behind it?
Yes, please go for it.
Oh, nice, dude.
McRib.
He's just farting, guys. You didn't hear that, but the McRib, I might have to turn that up and see if we can get some audio
McRib
there.
is.
My feeling about anything creative, and this is where like I find it really hard when our friend Chon rips on stuff,
Right.
because Chon's very opinionated. Like, this is trash. And I'm like,
Yeah.
somebody made that though, so let's just calm down because you might hurt their feelings. So
Yeah.
whenever I think of an album, like, I take into consideration as well, like, they fucking took time on this. But if you want to tell me, like, okay, let's strip that away. I think about it too deep. I think about it too deep.
Can I pause you just briefly? So people make albums and stuff, but do you think that there's a difference as well when people are making albums for the love of it and they really love making that album, or when they're just making an album to fulfill a record deal? Like I've said on here before, like Lou Reed used to do. He used to make like a banger album, and then the record companies would be like, "Oh yeah, amazing, 5-album deal, multi-million platinum selling album," and then he would release like an album of train noise, and that's where his heart lies.
I'm with you there. Like, but let's go back to the original question. Sorry,
yeah, go on then.
Because I do think about it massively deep. So,
Yeah.
but if you really want me, it's got to be 8 out of the 10 songs.
I agree, actually. Yeah,
8.
yeah, 2 misses. You get 2 misses.
Yeah, 2 misses.
Yeah, I think
the thing is, we can't hold them to. Do you know how hard it is to make like a banger of an album?
Yeah,
like
it's fucking hard.
It's like a piece of art.
These are like albums that go into like. I'm talking about albums that you would probably put in like your version of like the 100 or the 1,000 greatest albums of all time.
Is there 1,000?
I mean, no, probably not 100. Let's say 100.
Do you think 100? I think we could get 100.
Yeah. 100.
Audio Slave
100.
is in there.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
From start to
For
finish.
you.
I don't think there is one.
Is that
track
the one
on
that's got
album.
code cheese on it?
Got it all, mate.
That's
the start. When I was what? That fucking hell.
Well, I remember your dad picking me up in
Show
his,
Me How
in
to
his
Live.
Prius.
Remember the riff on Show Me How to Live?
I don't really. So I don't know that album. Genuinely, I don't know that album. I will listen to it. But your dad used to listen to it in his Prius.
Wow, in his Prius.
Actually, maybe it was Corolla days. Maybe it was pre-Prius.
Thinking about my low IQ dad. Sorry, I'm so sorry. No, I didn't mean that, Dad. I'm so sorry. I love you. I'm so sorry. I love you.
Low IQ but big dick.
I'm so sorry. That felt really. No, I'm essentially saying my dad's stupid. He's not stupid. He's not a stupid man. He's
got great taste in music. Your dad.
To be fair, he has. He's got
great taste in music.
So sorry. Like, I feel genuinely bad if he
And a
fucking
big
listens to that. I feel fucking genuinely bad. I'd want to redact that.
I'm not
wanna redact
redacting.
that.
I'm not redacting anything that I've said.
No, that's fine. It's my own dad. He has got. Maybe he's got a hug. I don't know. I felt genuinely bad then. Fuck. That's my own father. If you just betrayed.
Yeah, just cut that out.
I'm not going to cut it. It's what it is. But I could
Betrayed.
Fucking denounce, fella. There's something about. There's something about
so much cut out. Yeah, carry
There's
on.
not cut out. We're not cutting anything.
I know. Yeah, there's something about.
There's something about a vision of my dad listening to Show Me How to Live. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm going to play it after this and you'll be like, fucking hell. And he's got a cig out his gob in his, did you say a Prius?
It was. I think it was the Corolla. It was the maroon Corolla. I remember.
Corolla.
Well, what did he have before? The Prius.
Oh, mate, you're thinking about
It was a Toyota.
It wasn't a Corolla, though.
It wasn't a Yaris, was it?
It was a Yaris. I think it was.
Is Yaris a small one? It was a Toyota. It was a red Toyota. And it was like maroon red and like
I think
metallic
would
maroon.
Would you say Metallica Black Album is in there?
Metallica? What, in your dad's car?
I mean, this
This is your dad's car. Top 100 albums played in your dad's car.
top 100 albums.
It's the Black Album by Metallica and Audio Slave. But I remember him picking me up on Church Green Road, shout out Church Green Road, as I was walking into Fishtoft. He was like, Jim, get in. And it just cranked up Audio Slave, Cochise to
be fair,
as
badass.
loud as the stereo would go.
That's badass.
And
dude,
drove into Fishtoft.
into a wall.
Just dead, smoking out the window.
Stinking as
Tab on,
fucking tab on.
window down as well, so you got like coaches and then the wind just blasting through.
Before we go, give me like 2 of your albums, 2 or 3. And please, to the love of God, I had to have heard of them. Don't say fucking the Blancmange 5 by fucking 16 Up or something.
No,
what is
that? Fleetwood Mac Rumours is probably going to go in there for me. It's great.
I will give.
Great
To be
pop
fair,
album.
mate, I didn't. I need to now listen to that. I need to go away
The
and listen
Mac.
to that.
Yeah,
Yep, I'll definitely listen to that.
great album. It's kind of a compilation.
Oh,
But it's also an album in its own.
Green Day.
No, I'm not on about Green Day. Bob Marley, Gold, basically. Bob Marley Gold.
And you're just like every
That would-
song on that album is
But
like.
I get it. But it's kind of a compilation. It's like a best of almost.
I'll soft allow that. Soft allow.
It's a tough one. That I put that in there. Arctic Monkeys.
AM or PM?
Suck It and See for me would go in there.
Mine was.
That's got 2 stinkers
What's
on
the
it.
one with Mardy Bum? Because that album is probably.
Whatever people say I am, that's what I'm not.
Wait, no, I liked the other ones then. Either AM or PM.
You like AM. They didn't have an album called PM. That's the next album. Arctic Monkeys, PM. You heard it here first.
Shit, yeah.
AM to PM. That's a song by Christina Milian.
AM to PM.
Somebody hit the lights.
Oh, we get to a day
Mate,
and night.
Christina Milian's album. Put that in there. No. It's hard to think, isn't it, off the top of your head? What are the albums that I would go to listen to?
Mine, I've got a niche one, which I can't even remember. That fucking dubstep guy. But I just know. My memory's terrible.
What dubstep guy? Rusco?
No. He did fucking...
Nero.
No, not even that, man. But every song on that album, for me, I was like, oh, these are
Benga.
bangers. No, not even... No, he's very not... Dude, what is it? He did the...
MLK. When I look
That
at
album,
you.
MLK,
Yeah.
Eclipse.
Yeah, great.
For me, and that's
Yeah.
got to be for no one else. They'll be like, this is dog trash. But for me, that album, MLK Eclipse.
I mean, Chase and Status might go in there for me. Jason Statham. The first album by Chase and Status might go in there for me.
Yeah.
Shy
This is one of the-
FX.
This is one of the part of the podcast where I'd be like, I really want to get involved in this chat.
Yeah.
There'll be people there listening going, fucking say this album.
There's loads of albums that I was like De La Soul, 3 Feet High and Rising. That will go in there for me, but that's
No idea.
nothing to you. Sails over your head.
I will listen to these, by the way. If you
yeah.
gave me me
Okay.
full albums where you was like, I love this start to finish, I'll listen to it.
Yeah. But I'm happy to do that, but I don't believe you'll listen.
When do I
not listen?
I would. If you really
yeah.
wanted me to.
If I
would.
reminded you, for sure you
Oh,
would. Yeah. yeah.
caveat.
If
You'd
this
have-
is the conversation and they'll go, oh, listen to De La Soul, 3 Feet High and Rising, and next week you came in here, I'd be like, remember we did that album list last week on the podcast? You'd be like, did we?
what podcast was that? Was that
what
the first
is
podcast we
that?
did?
This one.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
trying to think. Metallica Black Album.
Yeah, that's not. I wouldn't put Metallica one in there for me, but it is a good album.
Sum 41, Half an Hour of Power. For me, I liked it. I'm sorry.
That one over.
These are my kid late albums.
But that's it, you've got to have some albums for nostalgic purpose.
I would like
Billy
now-
Talent goes in there for me. Billy Talent self-titled. Billy Talent's album.
Good.
That was a great.
For me, Sum 41, Half an Hour of Power. That reminds me of when I used to just be next door in Tommy's house.
Yeah.
I listened to that. What? This is so autistic. It's unreal. What the fuck was I doing? I just had a flashback of me doing this.
Yeah.
I used to air drum the full album just in front of them two.
You used to air drum quite a lot. Yeah.
Oh my
used to
God,
sit
what
and
was wrong with me?
We used to sit and watch you air drum when we were teenagers. What's worse?
the
What's worse?
What the fuck?
The fact
Why
that
didn't
you-
nobody say, hey, this is weird?
The fact that you used to air drum, or the fact that we used to sit and watch you go, yeah, it's good that. Yeah, it's good that. He's air drumming.
He's hit.
He's
hey.
hit that cymbal.
What's
You
wrong
hit
with
every
this?
ride cymbal, mate.
What is wrong with
But
this?
you'd also you'd sort of do the hands like gentle, harder. You'd get every, when the song goes quieter, like in "Smells Like Teen Spirit" by Nirvana. By the way, In Utero, Nirvana goes in for mine as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you'd hit the softer notes, wouldn't you? Like "Smells Like Teen Spirit," Dave Grohl, Naughty Boy, doing the drums. Where the lights out. Your arms
Shout
get
out to one
bigger.
of my exes that bought me Guitar Hero World Tour, and it came with the full set. And I used to annoy the crap out of my parents downstairs.
Yeah.
I think I've already told this story. But I also got 5 star. I think it was 5 or 3 stars on the highest score you can get for Monkey Wrench on playing that on drums in Guitar Hero World Tour when I was a kid.
Dude, there was a Foo Fighters song that came on the other day on the radio, and it's a throwback old school one, and it's one that you don't hear very often. I can't fucking remember what it is, so I can't tell you what it is. But
Do you know how it goes?
No, I can't think of what it is. I'm going to have to go through the list, but we are very much out of time for this week. But I will tell you what it is, and I'll be like, I heard this on the radio, and I was made up because it was one that you just don't hear very often. It was great.
Yeah, what song? I'm intrigued now. Just one last one. I think I have to give an honourable mention for Foo Fighters, even though he's a top shagger. But
Well,
what was their
especially
album
because he's
called?
a top shagger.
Wasting Light, mate. Probably for me.
Has that got Rope on it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good
From
album.
start to finish, bangers.
Yeah, it's
and
a
I
good
don't say
album.
that about Foo Fighters albums because I don't think there is an album front to back on a Foo Fighters one, apart from that one, which I say every song is a banger.
Is that the
But
one that they
they had
recorded in
amazing
his
singles.
house? Is that the one where they
The
they were
Wasting
like
Light.
we got bored of like going into big studios and we moved all
Was
the
it
studio
Wasting
into
Light?
my
It might have
garage?
been. Yeah, it was.
Or was it the album after?
No, I think it was Wasting Light because they did the
Yeah.
documentary. Is it called Back and Forth?
Yeah.
Which I need to watch
That's it.
again.
Yeah.
Big Foo Fighters fan. Big Foo Fighters fan.
In Utero by Nirvana for me over what's the one with fucking Smells Like Teen Spirit on it? Nevermind.
What songs did In Utero have?
In Utero starts with that what was it? Teenage angsters paid off well, now I'm bored and old. What a fucking lyric, by the way.
Kurt was
so good.
Yeah, he was
Like,
genius.
I guess it's like it was kind of their third album.
I'll listen to that on the way home.
It was their third album, and they were like, how can you top Nevermind? But the songs on it are richer, they're deeper, they're more like lyrically, it's great. It's got some fucking great.
I'll listen.
Serve the Servants is unbelievable.
I'll listen.
That Legendary Divorce is such a bore. Anyway, we're fucking well over. Like,
You've had an extra 12 minutes out of us.
yeah, an extra 12 minutes. Look
Fuck
at you.
off.
Look at
Oh.
you. Fuck off. Get
Go on,
out of it.
fuck off.
Circle back next week.
So about next week,
You
cunt.
bastards. You've had
Fuck
a country
off.
song.
Fuck
What
off.
more
You
do you
had a
want?
country song.
Country song, Topless McRib. What more do you
Topless
want?
McRib, country song. Next president, what more do you want?
Bye.
Get out of here.
Bye.
Fuck out.